unboxing video. Weber Master Touch barbecue, highly recommended. Just a boxing video, just so people can see what's happening. I ain't got a tripod, so I do apologize for a lot of camera movement. Boom. So this is the first thing. Obviously we've got some kind of Weber guide, manual, etc. So that's the first thing. It's quite a thick book. Assembly guide. Apparently there's been mixed feelings about the clarity of this, but I went into a video from on YouTube, 5-minute video, and it looked pretty simple. Throughout the possibilities, so this is essentially for the gourmet stuff, hence the Master Class BBQ. Obviously we've got some kind of catcher, and then the dividers, the charcoal dividers, and the drip tray, which is a little bit dinted, but I suppose you can pop that back out. This is obviously the lid. Let's have a look. This is the 57cm lid, and obviously we've got the bit underneath. What I'll do is I'll just pause it and come back in a sec. Right, so the first thing it's saying to do once you've taken it out, this is the base unit, if you like, the bottom side of it. It's saying that you have to pop these in, so they're for the legs, so that you get some kind of resistance when you put the legs in. That's that bit. And the next bit is putting the ash catcher on. 1 second. So when you put in the ash catcher mechanism, obviously put the ring on, feed it through this large slot, because that's where you slide it backwards and forwards. The internal pins here, that where the actual legs go in, there's a section, it's like a little lip underneath, and if I just push this down, that's just clicked into place, that's clicked into place, and that's clicked into place, and now you've got your mechanism to remove your ash. So that's securely on. That's the second bit. So the third bit is the stability grate and the wheels and the frame. So obviously make sure that the metal bits are put on with the slants going kind of inwards. The wheel literally just slides on, and then obviously leaving the hook bit that'll actually hook on to the third chrome leg, if you like, and the stopper. Just 1 second. So after you've put the wheels on either side, you will receive 3 of these. They give you 3 because if you put one on wrong, or if you put one of the legs on the wrong way around and then you try to put it all together, you'll need to take a wheel off. So they're assuming that you'll put one wheel on at any one time, but you get 3, because if you take it off, you have to bust it off. You have to, it'll break when you take it off, should I say. So that goes on there, and then you'll need a hammer to just give it a little knock. I'll just do that. Those are now secured on, hammered in both sides, and we've got the bit of the hook for the static leg. The next bit is to put that on here, and then really important bit, make sure that when you put this on that you've got the handle at one end and the wheels at this end. So I've just had a really fiddly bit where you put the pole into the holder there, and the little pin what you put in at the beginning kept moving around when I was trying to, because you push that in, slide the pole down, and there's a hole it's supposed to click in place, but it kept moving. So that was a little bit fiddly, but I've eventually got them in, and now we've got two back wheels, the front standing bit, and that is aligned with the handle, obviously for manoeuvrability and what's not. So I've attached, sorry about the washing machine, I've attached I've put the plastic bit on the end. You put it on the end with the larger spacing with the hole, as opposed to the shorter end, the hole which is close to the end, because that goes into the bottom bit. Obviously that's got to slide and click in place, so I've got to push that and push it down, and then that'll be the legs done. Next is the lid holder, goes on the side. You've got the long, you have to thread this middle bit through, and that will go on, there's a hole in there for the bottom bit, and then two holes either sides for the holder. And when you're connecting, you have this plastic bit, you have a stopper, another stopper and a bolt, and obviously same for the other side. So on this bit we've got a small metal piece and the central mechanism that has a bolt that goes through there, and then on the inside it's just a washer and a nut. Obviously a washer and a nut on this side, there's a washer that side, same on the other side. So that's giving you your lid holder and windbreaker, etc. Obviously the last few bits now, we've got the ash catcher, a little hole, a little groove that slides into, same on this side. You have to squeeze it together and then just, one second, I can't do this with two hands. That was a little bit fiddly. You've got a slot there and a slot there. Best thing to do is put it in at an angle, so go up into the grooves, and then you squeeze this middle bit and it just locks into place, and that's it. The Weber handle, just a Phillips screwdriver, just comes in two separate pieces. Just screw that on, make sure that obviously the Weber sign's facing up, so you've got your utensils holder there. One of the final stages is the handle. Obviously I've lined it up with the Weber sign. It comes with its own nuts, and you use this device, I think it's so that you can't tighten it too tight, because as soon as it gets to a certain amount of tension it just stops turning. So yeah, you have to use that for that. Last thing to attach was the thermometer. Very straightforward, very easy to do. Comes with its own bolting mechanism there, very straightforward. It has a little pin that keeps it in place. Just from a OCD perspective, obviously you've got the Weber sign there, you've got the Weber sign there, you've got the Weber sign there, and then you've got the thermometer, which is actually upside down, depending how you look at it. Like I said, that's just probably my OCD. I personally would have had it the other way, but it has a hole and then like a pin to keep it in place so it doesn't swivel around, and that's, you have to have it in that slot. But I suppose it's a minor really considering. But yeah, there it is. It's looking pretty good, pretty impressive. It's a solid, sturdy piece of equipment. Well worth the money in my opinion. I'm liking it. One of the last things that I almost forgot was you get these covers, all weatherproof covers that just slot on. They're a bit like wheel trims if you like. They've just got holes and they just slot into place. That just kind of finishes it off. And then obviously you've got all the gourmet grill with the dividers, etc. There it is, fully assembled. Everything's on, all connected. Gourmet grates. Put your extra bits of coal in either side. Middle section for if I can get it up. No comments about that please. Yep, and that's where you can put all your different styles of woks and steak burners, etc, etc. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. All done in 12 minutes. Well, a little bit more actually, but yeah, not too hard. The instructions are pretty good actually. I don't know, people have been complaining online saying the instructions aren't that good, but they were from America, and I'm not trying to say anything about Americans, but I thought they were pretty straightforward to follow. Peace.